Nope. Alright, Mr. Yes, how might I assist you? Yes, sir. Let me wind the window down some more. Yes, how might I assist you? Yes. 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 Yes, sir.
We're checking for anything illegal.
Right.
Gun, drug, wanted person, and then warrant. Okay?
Wanna check. I'll put it just pull off a bit so that the female can walk a bit.
Hold this, sir.
Donna, I can just pull off so the lady can finish.
Yes, Constable. Can I come out of the car? Thank you very much. Very much.
No problem, you can.
Yes, gentlemen. Yes,
as I was saying, checking for men and warrant.
Yes.
Wanted person.
So Mr. Dunn is not on warrant?
Mr. Dunn is not on warrant?
Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Dunn.
Come on.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes.
Okay. You can present a driver's license so we can check if there is any warrant in any of the parishes for you, sir.
What's the reason for that?
We have the machine.
What's a reasonable cause to want to search for me? Yes. So, I asked this question. Which law on this land, Jamaica land we love, give any of these constables, whatever their ranks may be, the power to request my driver's license or to demand my driver's license, and then, as you will see, threaten to arrest me if I don't give it to them, so that they can check to see if I have any warrant in this country. No, I might sound angry, guys, but yes, I am. I am angry because so many of these constables are on a power trip. Which law could tell a constable that I must hand over evidence to them so that they can prove and go search for some system? I must give them my license, which is my property, so that they can search it and see interstate information from it. Search their system so that they can see if I have a warrant, so that if there is a warrant, they can arrest me. Might as well, if that is the law, then we can classify ourselves as not free men in this country, men and women. This is outrageous. And as you can see, there's nothing I could do from this point forward but to, while I was approaching going to the Supreme Court to file a case, to do nothing but to go over to iProbe and to report this. Because this is ridiculous. This is outrageous. This is just madness. This is just, it's sickening. By my vehicle. Or to search me to see if I have a warrant. What's your cause?
It is a spot check, as I said, okay?
Spot checks are unlawful, sir. Emans versus Attorney General.
Okay.
Paragraph 58, Emans versus Attorney General, Supreme Court. Yes, go ahead. I'm listening.
Under the Road Traffic Act?
Road Traffic Act does not supersede the Constitution, sir.
The Road Traffic Act?
Road Traffic Act does not supersede the Constitution.
Under the Brother Laws, yeah?
But
you give a constable reasonable suspicion.
Jesus.
To search for illegal stuff. You have anything illegal on board?
Sorry. Right. Is it this claim? Is it come to reasonable cause? I court there go right now. We'll file this claim. Is it this claim? Yeah. Officers, I'm really tired of this right now. This is just a back and forth thing with this logics again. This is a claim that I'm going to file right this minute. That's exactly what I'm going to do right now in Kingston. And I'm continuing to argue these matters before the Supreme Court. That these constables, this is not about the police, this is a corporation. Yes? Reasonable cause. Not have a reasonable probable cause.
Well, really are straight from
so,
the point.
I'm not straight from the point. My issue is simply this. That I have had these
present the documents.
Listen, all right, here one. You see, because you guys are going there trying to prove a point, this is what I'll say to you. If you are requesting the documents, I am saying to you, I am not willingly giving them to you, but I'll give them to you on a protest. So if you're going to threaten me to give me a ticket if I don't give them to you, I will give it to you. But that's the only condition. I will give them to you if you're threatening to give me a ticket to failing to produce. That's all. So, like I said, I will give it you my documents, not willingly, but under the threat of, because you say you're doing that, doing that spot check. Spot checks are unlawful. You don't have any reason to suspect me of an offense.
Sir, we are inspecting our documents.
For what? For what? You're searching my property.
Stop you under the Road Traffic Act, sir.
Section what?
Section 7 and Section 20.
And then what do they say?
Police, the
I don't disagree.
Document
I agree, and I agree.
You provide me with the vehicle document.
And if I don't give them to you, will you ticket me,
sir? Can you provide the vehicle documents and driver's license?
And my plain question is, if I do not give them to you, will you ticket me, sir, or arrest me?
We are going to arrest you, sir.
Excellent, I will give them to you. Give me the documents. It's plain and simple, you know. Plain like that. Power trip.
Must you feel like
you must feel like this is a dummy.
Like I was saying every time viewers and subscribers, ignorance of the law is no excuse. It's no excuse for anyone at all. No, I do not disagree that the constable has the power under Section 20 and 7 of the Road Traffic Act, and also under the Road Traffic Regulations, to request documents and or driver's license. That power has been given to it by law. But no law supersedes the Constitution. And every citizen in Jamaica lawfully, every person in Jamaica has the right to move freely throughout Jamaica. Everyone in Jamaica, every person, has the protection of their constitutional rights of privacy and protection of their property and of their person. Though Section 20 of the Road Traffic Act gives a constable the power to request the documents, that power, once a constable is deciding to stop someone to request their documents, then the constable is engaging the constitutional right to freedom of movement. The Constitution dictates in clear language that for any constitutional right to be infringed on, abrogated, or abridged, there must be demonstrable, justifiable grounds. That means there must be reasonable or probable cause. There must be some reasonable basis for requesting documents. So yes, the constable on one side has the power to request documents, but on the other side, for that power to be exercised in alignment with the requirements of the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom under the Constitution of Jamaica, said constable must have demonstrable, justifiable grounds in a free and democratic society. So they have the law, that law gives that power, but there must also be the demonstrable, justifiable grounds in a free and democratic society. And there is not one of you, if any of you believe so, who can tell me that in a free and democratic society, not Nazi Germany as it once was, or Russia, in a free and democratic free society, no constable could have the power to just at random decides to stop anything for whatever reason he or she wants, to request your documents or your driver's license, to inspect them and you're a private vehicle. Just so. It can't be. Those would not. I want to check your documents in a free and democratic society. Remember, the key word is free. Yes? So, the constable here telling me that he wants my driver's license to check the system at the first instance to see if I have a warrant. That is outrageous. Beyond me. I can't get it. I can't see how them can't see how that cannot be lawful. For them to stop someone, I need to see a driver's license. Why? To see if you have a warrant. What that have to do with the Road Traffic Act? Yep. What you mean by a warrant? And you got threatened to arrest me? I just throw the bit. I throw it in his mouth. I'm like, listen, if you threaten to arrest me, if you threaten to give me a ticket, I will give it to you. That's the only condition. I mean, not give it to him freely. So it's not that I'm afraid of arrest, you know. I'm just saying, if he threatened to arrest or to give me a ticket, I'll give it to him, because at that point in time, I am only giving it to him on a protest to avoid going through that whole process. If it has to get there, yes? But to avoid going there, I'll give it to you because I have it, you know? So I'll give it to him. And I want to avoid that delay because I'm going to Kingston. I was on a tight deadline to file a document in the court, in the Supreme Court. And so I don't have the time to go and deal with them arrest at that point in time. So let me just give it to him. He don't threaten to arrest me or to arrest me already. And so therefore, I can always go seek civil remedy for the same. So constables, back up, man. Jermaine Dunn is not against the constables or the Jamaican Constabulary Force. And many constables, you know that. What I'm about is you doing your job the right way, the lawful way. Because you cannot be law enforcement and you're breaking the law. It makes no sense. Look out for part 2, Done Under the Law.